So today is a Mandala Flow, and some of you have done this class with me before over the last few years. First off, let me tell you, this is not hardcore, we're gonna sweat and work out kind of yoga. This is ease our way in to some good things. 2021 is here and it's gonna be a good morning. So don't worry, don't think that this is gonna be unattainable, and don't worry that you're not sure what is a mandala. So let me give you some logistics first. But mandala, you've heard that word before. All it is it's just this circle thing behind me. You see them out in studios, you see them on clothing. It's kind of become a popular thing in America. But all a mandala means is completion. It's a circle. It is complete, meaning that we've brought closure to something and we're beginning something else. Very much like our moon cycles. When something begins to come in the 28-day pattern of the moon, we go from full to no moon to full again. But what I want us to think about in the idea of this mandala and the way that we're going to move this morning on the mat is it really represents connectedness. The circle is not broken. It's kind of like when you get married and it's a wedding ring, the preacher talks about the connectedness of that ring. There's no spot where it's broken, meaning 2020 doesn't stand alone by itself, even though it's got some things I know you want to tuck away and forget. It is all connected to the story of you. And that's what I want today to be about. Not about forgetting all things pandemic or all things COVID, whatever the story is for you. But think about how 2020 connects to the story that we're going to continue to write in 2021. All right? So I asked you to take a piece of paper and have it with you. So if you'll go ahead and get that out. We're only going to spend like 30 seconds on this, and then we're going to start to move our bodies. So I want you to do one thing for me in these next few seconds. I'm going to ask you just to write some words down, and then we'll refer back to these when it gets time for Shavasana. But I want you to write 3 words from 2020, and they can't be COVID, and they can't be pandemic, and they can't be lockdown. Those are kind of my only rules. Just 3 words from 2020. If you had a mantra or a thing that you worked on, if you had a lesson that the year taught you, just 3 words. Take a few seconds. So those are your 3 words from 2020. So now I want you to write 3 words for 2021. They may be the same. So 3 things we brought from 2020 and 3 words you want to take into, 3 words for 2021. They can be as simple or as complex or as personal as you want. Just 3 words. So you've got 6 words in all. And then you can put that paper over to the side, and we'll refer to it once again before we have Shavasana together. All right? So as you're finishing that up, I want to share with you one thing as we begin to think about our breath today. And so my shirt has 3 words on it. It says Om Namah Shivaya, and it is in Sanskrit, long, ancient language. But what it means is when these words are said at the beginning of a yoga practice in thousands of years ago, what it means is that I want my ego to be tempered, I want my worry to be gone, and I want my path to be clear. So when you look back at what the ancients were doing thousands of years ago, tempering their ego, letting go of their worry, and making their path clear. There's no better way to do that than in a mandala flow. The completion, the circle, the connectedness. And that's what we're going to do this morning. So I want you just to come to a cross-legged position. Just close your eyes. Place your hands on your knees or on your thighs. Just whatever's comfortable for you. Eyelids are gently closed. Don't squeeze them. Just draw your shoulders down away from your ears and just breathe naturally. We are here to temper our ego, to let go of our worry, and to allow our path to be clear. Whatever that looks like for you, just breathe. And my wish for you, not only this morning, but in the days and weeks and months to come, is that you have a year filled with mindfulness. And our mindfulness starts with our breath. Just notice the breath coming in. Notice the breath going out. Bring yourself to this present moment. Not worrying about yesterday and not thinking about tomorrow. Being mindful right here, right now. Allowing the words from 2020 just to rest in your spirit. Allow the words for 2021 to rest there as well. And now let's start to be a little more intentional about our breath. So breathe in, long inhale. From the belly, keep breathing in, deep, 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 and then open your mouth, blow it out. Inhale again from the belly, deep breath. Filling up that chest. Open your mouth, blow it out. 2 more. Inhale from the belly. Exhale, release. 1 more. Deep breath. And release. Open up your eyes. Let's inhale again. This time, seal your lips, and when you exhale, breathe out through your nose. Listen for that sound in the back of your throat. Breathe in again. Exhale through your nose. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale through your nose. Release those hands alongside you. Next, inhale, sit up tall, reach high to the ceiling. Maybe the head tips back a little. Exhale, draw the hands down. Beautiful. 2 more. Take it up. Welcoming in all the possibilities. Exhale, let it go. 1 more. Breathe in. And out. Sit up nice and tall. Let's bring the right hand to the left knee. Left hand is behind you. Breathe in. Keep those shoulders down. And then as you breathe out, turn to the left. Just a little twist. Inhale again. Exhale, twist a tiny bit more. Don't force it. Again, today is a nice, easy flow. Full body awareness. Listening to your breath, to your body. Come back to center. Let's switch sides. Left hand comes to the right knee. Right hand's behind you. Sit up tall. Shoulders drop down. Inhale. Exhale. Look toward the right. Inhale. Exhale. Twist a tiny bit more. And when your body says that's enough, that's where you hold. Breathe. We're tempering our ego. We're dropping our worry. We're clearing our path in our mind. Come back to center. Let's place your hands on your knees. We're going to roll through some cat-cows. So the way we do it is we arch the back into cat. We bring the chin to the chest. And in cow, we lift the chest and we look up. So inhale, drop those shoulders, look up. Exhale, flare the elbows out. Bring the chin toward the chest. Inhale, drop the shoulders, look up. Exhale, arch the back, chin toward the chest. 2 more. Inhaling to cow. Look up. Exhaling to cat. 1 more. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. And let's hold right here. Keep the chin toward the chest. Keep the elbows flaring out. Back is arched. Let it all go right here. Head is bowed forward. Release the tension in the back of your neck. And on the inhale, drop those shoulders, come back up. All right, let's come into all fours. Find your way to tabletop. So we're going to be on hands and knees. Tops of the feet are on the mat, so they're nice and relaxed. Fingers are spread wide. Remember, the rule is every time your hands touch the mat, you spread those fingers wide. It distributes the weight and it preserves the strength of your wrist. All right, here we go. Cat-cow from here. Drop the belly as you inhale, look up. Exhale, arching the back, chin to the chest, cat. Drop the belly, look up, cow. Exhale, cat, arching the back. Roll through 3 or 4 more with your breath. Just let the spine move. Let the head move. Let the breath be your guide. From wherever you are, do 1 more round. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. And then come back to a neutral spine. We're here in tabletop. Just look straight down at your hands. We're going to work a lot today on balance. We want to go into this new year feeling nice and balanced, and it's going to start right here. So extend your right hand out in front of you extend your left leg behind you. So we're balancing here. Find the midline. That's where your balance is going to come from. You're looking down at the left hand. Right fingers are reaching high up above you. Left foot's pushing behind you. Breathe here. Just keep looking at the left hand. That's going to help your balance. If you kind of teeter and totter out of it, just come right back. No judgment, no frustration, just breath. Slowly lower the right hand, lower the left knee. We're back in tabletop. Beautiful. Well, now we're going to look at the right hand. Extend the left straight out ahead of you. Extend the right foot. Imagine you're pushing that right heel into something behind you. Feel the lengthening of the leg. You probably feel a little bit in the glute. Left fingers spread wide, reaching ahead of you. Breathe. And lower back down. Okay, we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to crunch just a few times. So from tabletop, extend the right arm. Send the left leg back. And now we're going to bring elbow to knee as we tuck the chin. Here we go. Elbow to knee, tuck the chin, and now extend back out. 3 more times. Knee to elbow and extend. 2 more. Knee to elbow, extend. Last one. Bring it in. And push it out. Hold here, looking at the left hand. Breathe. And everything comes back down. Tabletop again. All right, here we go. Same thing other side. You're looking at the right hand. Extend the left. Push the right foot back. Find your balance here. We think balance is sometimes just when we're standing, but it is so much more. We balance when we're seated, sometimes right here in tabletop. Here we go. Crunch it in. Knee to elbow, tuck the chin. And extend. 3 more. Bring it in. And push it out. And 2. And extend. Crunch it in. And extend. Hold here. And let everything go. I want you to take your knees wide to the edge of your mat. Bring your big toes together. Push your bottom back. Come into child's pose. And even though we're going to look like we're resting at first, we're going to use this to make a little stretch as well. So we're in child's pose. Forehead is toward the mat. Maybe it's touching. Hold here. And now I want you to leave the low body where it is, but walk your hands and your upper body over to the right. And hold here. So it's like a child's pose, but we're twisting toward the right. Forehead still coming down to the mat. Palms are flat on the ground. You probably feel that little bitty twist right there in your belly, in your abdomen, your waistline. Breathe. Walk the hands back to center. And now shift to the left. Walk those hands, upper body over to the left. Feel the stretch in the right side body. Come back to center. And then bring the forehead all the way down. Rest here in child's pose. I know we haven't done a lot yet that you need to rest your body, but I want you to be familiar with how this pose feels. The power of child's pose. This is your resting spot. This is the release you give to your physical muscles. It's the release you give to your mind and your spirit when it needs a break. You don't have to be on your yoga mat to do child's pose. You can be on your bedroom floor, your living room, anywhere. This is your pose of restoration. 1 more breath. And slowly walk the hands up. Bring the knees in. And we're going to come onto our shins. So I want you to be on your shins. We won't be here long. And if at any point this ever becomes too much, you can always keep a blanket close by, put them under your knees. So we're on our shins, on our knees. Take your right leg, send it out. And keep the toes up. We're not going to do a lot of stretching here. Just keep the toes up so you're on the heel. Arms come up overhead. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, drop the right hand toward the leg. Lean that way so that your left arm is over the ear. So don't push on the leg, just lean toward it. Feel the stretch down the left side of the body. And come back up. Switch sides as you lower the hands. Bring the right leg in, send the left out. Again, heel is on the mat so the toes stay up. There's another pose we do where the foot changes, but for right now, this is what we're doing. Arms come up. Grow tall on the inhale. Exhale, drop the left hand, lean over toward the left so the right bicep is over the right ear. Don't push into the leg, just let the arm drop. Feel the stretch in the right side body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the hands. And let's come to standing. So let me give you one little logistic since we are in the Mandala Flow. We start everything from the top of our mat, and that's the short end. Behind us is the other short end. That's the back of the mat. And for today's flow, you need to pay attention to that because I'll talk about the short end, and then I'm also going to talk about the long ends. So you've got a long end when you're toward the right, and you got a long end when you're toward the left, depending on how your body is oriented on your mat. So we're actually going to flow all the way around our mat in a circle. It's not going to go fast, and you're not going to be dizzy. People always think when I say that, there's going to be dizziness. There is no dizziness. It is slow. But we're going to make these complete cycles a few times around the mat, doing different things to give us the same thing this mandala does. Connectedness, closure, complete, new starts, the whole thing. So let's start off at the top of the mat. Find your way to mountain pose. Feet are going to be flat. They're stacked under your hips. Hips are under your shoulders. Arms are hanging alongside you. Look straight ahead. Smile. Chin is parallel to the earth. Let's take 3 rounds right here to get the breath reset, everything balanced. Inhale, sweep up. Look up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands down through the heart. 2 more. Inhale, sweep up slowly. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, 1 more, sweep up. Exhale, lower the hands. All right, here we go. Inhale, sweep up. I want you to hinge from your hips. Exhale, forward fold. It is your fold. It's the first one of the day. So as you bow, bend those knees and let the arms just hang. And as the arms hang, allow the head to do the same. The best advice I can give you in the fold is look at your knees. If you're looking at the ground, your head's engaged too much. Look at your knees. That lets your head just hang. If you don't reach the floor, then grab opposite elbows. Hang here. Just give in to the fold. Breathe. I know you're feeling this in the backs of those legs. Hamstrings, calves starting to stretch. Again, your knees are bent as much as you need. 1 more breath right here. If you're hanging under the elbows, I want you to release. If you don't already have a bend in your knees, put one there and put the right hand on the ground. So you bend as much as you need to put that right hand down. And now we're going to sweep the left arm up toward the ceiling, and we're going to look up at the hand. And if looking up is too much, then look straight ahead or look back down at the right. You do whatever your neck is ready for. Breathe here. Heart is open. And now we're going to lower and lift with the breath. So exhale all the air out. Bring the hand down. Inhale, sweep it up again. Exhale, lower it down. Twice more. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale down. Last time, sweep it up. And bring it down. All right, let's switch. Left hand goes to the ground. Inhale, sweep the right up. If you can look up at the hand, look up. If not, take the gaze back down. Fingertips are spread wide. We're going to move the arm with the breath. We're opening up that shoulder. Here we go. Let all the breath go. Bring the hand down. Inhale, take it up. And let it go down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Slide your hands onto your shins and then keep sliding up all the way. Come back to standing. And I want you to turn toward the left side of your mat, the left long side. We're going to just walk our way around the mat. This first rotation is going to be nice and easy and slow. We're going to fold here again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You're looking at the long side of the mat. Exhale, bend and fold. Let the arms go. Hang here. Bending the knees as much as you need to. I want you to turn your palms up toward the ceiling and then gently step on them. So again, bend the knees as much as you need to. Put the hands under the feet. So you're bending the knees probably so much almost that your chest is maybe sitting on your thighs. Now hang your head down, fold and breathe. Just let the breath go. I told a class a few days ago, this is one of the best things you can do when you have stress during your workday. I have actually stood in the bathroom of the admin building of Bryan ISD in a forward fold, and I'm not making that up. The tension that leaves your mind and your body when you're in a forward fold, there's nothing quite like it. I know you feel it in the legs, but what you're really feeling is it in your mind. You're letting things go. One more breath here. Now gently lift those feet one at a time. Take the hands out. Slide the hands onto the shins. Slowly roll up. Nice and slow. Back up to standing. Now face the back of the mat. So we're just walking it around to get used to the orientation of what I'm talking about when I say short and long. So we're facing the other end of our mat, the short end. All right, here we go. Inhale, sweep up. Hands together. You bet. Fold again. Here we go. Fold down. Now this time in our fold, we're going to work through our half lift back to a fold. So I want you to slide your hands under your shins, look up halfway. This is your half lift. So your spine is long. Feel the extension from the base of your neck down to your tailbone. Breathe here. And then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, hands on the shins, look up again. Exhale, let it go, fold. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, hands on the shins, look up again. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, let the head go. We're going to do it once more. Inhale, hands on the shins. And then keep rolling up all the way. We've made it 3/4 of the way around. Now this time you're going to get the back view of me, so here we go. Face the other long side of your mat. So this is the opposite place. You haven't been here yet. So I want you to stand nice and tall right here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Arms hang down. Knees are bent. Take the hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together. So your knees can be bent. You're holding your hands together. And then as you allow the hands to draw up toward the ceiling, see how you fold a little more. So you should really feel this in the shoulders, maybe in your chest a little. And notice how when you pull the hands to the ceiling, you fold more. Again, knees bent as much as you need to. And you got to breathe. Don't hold your breath here. One more breath. And now put a really deep bend in the knees. Release the hands. Inhale, rise up all the way to standing. Arms are overhead. Bring the hands down through the heart. Turn back to the front of the mat. So that's our first rotation all the way around. Nobody is dizzy, all right? I know you're not, because I'm not. But we're going to keep doing that same thing. We will not be folding all the time. We're going to actually do some sun salutations. We're going to have some different things we're going to do. But I want you to stand tall. Look straight ahead. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands come together. Exhale, hinge and fold. Bring your hands to your shins. Look up halfway. Now bring the hands to the mat. And remember, fingers spread wide. Step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Drop your knees. So your fingers are spread wide. You're on the balls of your feet. You're looking at your hands. This is your first plank of the day. Knees are down. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chest in. Keep the elbows close by your body. Your whole body's on the mat. Flip your feet over. Up, cobra. Just a little baby cobra right here. Exhale, curl the toes, push to the knees. Lift the hips for down dog. Keep those knees bent right here in this first down dog. Knees have a big bend. You're looking at your feet. I want you to think about your hands. Even though you're not looking at them, feel the fingers. They should be spread wide. Breathe. One more. Knees are bent. Now look at your hands. Start to walk your feet back toward your hands, nice and slowly. Hands go to the shins. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale, slowly rise. Arms come overhead. Exhale, draw the hands down. Turn and face the left long side of your mat. Spread your legs as wide as you can. So take your toes out, pull your heels in. Arms come out into a T. We're coming into goddess pose. Sorry guys, but we're going to goddess. It's still good for all of us, men and women alike. Here we go. Bend the knees, arms go up. Hold here. Palms are facing each other. If you feel like your bottom's kind of sticking out, tuck the tailbone. Breathe. Now let's move with the breath. Palms go down, straighten those legs. Inhale, pull those hands up. Exhale, release the palms, straighten the legs. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Release the hands, turn to the back of the mat. Feet come back together. You're facing the other end. Sun salutation again from this side. Here we go. Sweep the arms up. Hands come together. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands on the shins, halfway lift. Look up. Bend the knees, hands to the mat. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. Drop the knees. Keep the toes tucked so you're on the balls of the feet. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest. Come onto your belly. Now we're going to stay here and roll through a few cobras. So everybody's flat on their belly. Flip those feet over so the top of the feet are on the mat. Now let's use the breath. Inhale, chest comes up, lift the hands, cobra. Let the hands just hover. Look straight ahead. Exhale, lower back down. Twice more. Inhale, look up, lift the hands, hover. So your chest is coming off the mat, you're looking straight ahead. Exhale, let the breath go, lower down. One more. Inhale, chest comes up, lift the hands, hover. It's like you're pulling the elbows toward the ribs. Exhale, let it go. Curl your toes, push to your knees, and push back to child's pose. Bottom goes to the heels, forehead comes to the mat. Those little baby cobras, even though they're not a lot, they do stretch your low back, which is a key part of your core, and child's pose helps to restore it. Breathe here. Let your forehead just come to the mat, and remember, we come to this sequence this morning to temper our ego, to let go of our worry, and to find the clearness of our path and the clearness in our mind. Breathe. You can stay in child's pose for more breaths, or if you're ready, come back to tabletop. So you're facing the wrong end of the mat, the back end, so we got to make our way around. Let's curl our toes, lift the hips, down dog. Keep the knees bent again for this down dog. Knees are really bent. If you're not sure, look at me. My knees are not straight, but I'm looking at my feet and my fingers are spread wide. My head is relaxed between my arms. And now look at your hands. Let's walk the feet up. We're back to the back end of the mat. Hands on the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Let's rise up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Turn and face the other long end of the mat, the one we haven't been to yet. Legs are going to be wide. Arms are out into a T. Inhale, look up. Exhale, begin to fold. Try to keep your back flat. Let your head come down. Release your arms. So just fold as far as you can. If you're touching the ground, touch it. Maybe you want to touch your shins. Maybe you're touching up more toward the thighs. Maybe you want to hold opposite elbows here again, like you did in the fold. But I want you to look in between your legs. Doesn't matter how far you're folding, just look between your legs. And the crown of the head's going to open up. And you're going to feel the stretch in the backs of your legs. Breathe here. So many good things happening in this wide-legged forward fold. Release those elbows, or wherever you're holding on to, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, slowly begin to roll up, little by little. Once you're up, bring the feet back together, turn to the top of the mat. You've made it to the beginning again. There you go. Get you a drink if you need one, and we're going to keep going. All right. The good news is you've already made it halfway through. I told you, you can do this today. I don't know what all you did last night, but you can do this today. We were in bed by 8:30. Yes, but we had also been up since 3 a.m. to catch our flight. So we watched 2.5 Harry Potters, and then we went to bed. Happy New Year to us. So come back to the top of your mat. Stand tall. We're going to add a little bit more here, throw in a couple lunges, and you're going to keep listening to your body, doing everything at the level that you're ready for. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands on the shins, look up halfway. Bend the knees, put the hands on the mat. Step the right leg back, step the left leg back, drop the knees. You know that if you can keep your knees up, you keep your knees up. Now's the time I need you to listen to your body. Knees up or down does not matter. Everybody inhale. And then exhale, we lower to the mat, flipping our feet over. Inhale, look up, cobra. Exhale, curl those toes, push back, down dog. And again, knees can be bent every time you come to down dog. If you know in your practice that you're ready to straighten those legs, you do it. But if you know you need to keep the knees bent because you're working your way up to something, you do that as well. That's what yoga is. Breathe here. Now very gently, lift your right foot, bend your right knee. The right knee's coming toward the nose, and if you can't pull it all the way up, grab the right calf and place it up. So if you need to, pull it up. Drop your left knee. Turn your left foot over. So your right foot's flat, your left knee and left shin are on the mat. Inhale, rise up. Low lunge. Look up. Breathe. Heart is open. Gaze is up. Imagine the left thigh. Push it forward just a bit and you should feel that stretch. Opening up the hip. Breathing. You've got this. Exhale. Let's pull the hands down. Curl those left toes as you lift the left knee. And all we're going to do is step the right foot back. So you're back in down dog. So knees are bent or straight. It's your choice. Let's do the other side. Lift the left leg. Bend the left knee. Bring it up toward your nose a bit and then plant the foot or grab the calf and put it up. Drop your right knee. Turn your right foot over. Arms come up. Low lunge. Find the balance here. You're on your left foot. Right knee, right shin on the mat. And again, push the right thigh forward just a little bit. It's a tiny little movement. It sounds weird to push it forward, but you'll know when you hit it. It'll engage right there. And now windmill those hands back down. Turn the right toes back. Lift the right knee. Step back to down dog. Hold here. Knees bent or straight. It's your down dog. Fingers are spread wide. Breathe. Look at the hands, walk the feet forward, or if you're ready, step them up. It's your practice. Hands to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knee, sweep the arms, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Turn and face the left long side of your mat. All right, here we go. Stand tall. Oh, I didn't tell you to spread your legs. I'm sorry. Don't spread your legs. I don't know why I did that. Stand and face the long side. We're going to add a little balance right here. Inhale, take all the arms. Take both the arms up with the right leg, bending the right knee. I want you to really ground into that left foot. It doesn't matter how high you lift the right. If having the arms up is causing you to be too wonky, then put the hands at heart center. Play with your arms, find your balance. Breathe. Stand tall. Exhale, put the foot down, hands together. Let's do the other side. Hang on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Left side. Arms go up, left knee lifts. Again, it doesn't matter how high. I want you to root into that right foot. You felt that right glute kick in. Breathe. Exhale, lower down. Shake it out. We're going to do it again, but this time we're going to open up the hip. Stand tall. Inhale, both arms. Right knee comes up. Balance here first. Put the hands together. Slowly bring them to prayer. And then as you do, put the right hand on the right knee, left hand on your hip. Open the right knee up. If opening up is too much, keep it right here. This is more about the balance than it is about the hip opening. Ground into the left leg. If you fall out, come back, try again. Beautiful. Bring the knee back to center. Switch hands. Left hand takes the knee. The right hand can be out or on the hip. You figure out what's better for you. Try to bring the knee across. And if bringing it across is too much, just stay center. Breathe. There you go. I know you feel this in the outside of that leg. That's your hip opening up. Let's release. Put it back down. Let's do the other side. Stand tall. Arms and left knee. Here we go. Balance here. When you come up, always keep the foot that's lifted flexed. Don't point your toes. Just keep it flexed. It adds a little muscle stretch. Hands to heart center. Bring them down. Release. Left hand to left knee. Right hand out or on the hip. You decide. I like the hip. Stay here or open. And if opening is too much, come back to center. Hold there. You should be feeling this in the outside of that left hip. Back to center. Switch hands. Right hand grabs the knee. Left hand can go out or on the hip. You decide. Breathe. Stare at a spot that's not moving. That's your focal point. You've got this. Breathe. Back to center. Release. Shake it out. Turn to the back end of the mat. All right, we're going to add another kind of lunge from here on the back side. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands on the shins, halfway lift. Bend the knees. Hands go down. Step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Drop your knees. You guys that want your knees up, you know what to do. Everybody breathe. Inhale. Exhale, our thighs and our chest all the way down to the mat. We're flat on our bellies. Flip your feet over. Inhale, little baby cobra. Come back down to your bellies. Stay here. Take your hands and put them behind your back. Clasp your fingers together. We're going to do a little version of locust to really get our chest open, our heart engaged. Breathe here. And on your next inhale, start to look up, lift your chest, pull the hands off your bottom. The legs are still on the ground. Just look straight ahead. Breathe. Feel those shoulders rolling back toward each other. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let all the air go. Bring the body back down, release the arms. Bring them out on the sides of you and make a cactus. So bend the elbows, palms are on the ground, fingers are spread wide, look straight down. We're going to do the same thing with that little lift. This time the hands are going to hover. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the hands. Hold here, look straight ahead. We are strengthening our low back, which is a critical part of your core muscles. Breathe. Exhale, lower back down. And then let's tee the arms out. So take the arms out alongside you in a T. We got one more of these, and this time we're going to try to lift the legs. If the legs is too much, you just do the upper body. With the inhale, here we go. Lift the gaze, the chest, the arms, the feet. Hold here. And again, if having the feet is too much, take them back down. It's like an airplane. Your belly and your pelvis are still on the mat. Don't hold your breath. Exhale everything back down. Bring the arms in. Put the hands under the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. Start to curl the toes. Inhale. Exhale, push to your knees. Lift your hips back to a down dog. And again, bend those knees. Keep them straight. It's your down dog. Down dog is one of those things, it takes sometimes years for us to get to what we think down dog should look like. But really and truly, your down dog is your down dog. There's so many intricacies in this pose. I want you to listen to your body. And the more you bend your knees, the less stress you're going to have on your arms. Keep breathing. Now shift the eyes to the hands. Walk the feet forward. Hands on the shins, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands down. I know you're at the back of your mat, but if you need a drink, grab it. And now we're going to face the side we haven't faced yet. So face the other long side. So my back is to you. That will stay nice and oriented. We got some more balances on this side. Stand tall. Breathe. All right, here we go. I want you to raise the arms up, and this time take the right heel to the bottom, to the right cheek. So you've bent that knee, your right heel's going backward, coming up toward your bottom. Hold here. If having the arms up is too much, again, put them in prayer. Feel that quad. Exhale, hands and feet back down. Stand tall. Let's do the other side. All right, here we go. Arms alongside us. Arms and left heel. Here we go. Lift the arms, heel goes toward the bottom. Bending the knee. Grounding into the right foot. Telling yourself that you are balanced. Remembering our balance comes from the inside, not from our feet. Exhale, knee and hands down. Release. We're going to do one more time. All right, stand tall. Here we are. Arms up, right heel to the bottom. Breathe. Bring the hands to prayer. Heel still on the bottom. Very gently, hinge a tiny bit forward as you're bending the left knee and just look at the ground. Only hinge till you see the ground. When you see the ground, that's where you hold. It is a baby, baby hinge. Heel is still going to the bottom. Start to hinge back up slowly. Knee comes back. Lower everything back down. Beautiful. Here we go. One more time. Arms up, left heel to the bottom. Stand tall. Bring the hands to prayer and start to look toward the ground. So you're hinging just a little. When your eyes see the ground, that's where you stop. That's how far we hinge. Hold here. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release it all. Turn back to the top of the mat. We've made it. Grab you a drink. We got one more cycle, and then you have made it. All right. We are ready to go. Hopefully you're feeling all this good connectedness. The worry is gone. The muscles are a tiny bit fatigued, but they feel good, so stand tall. This time it's sun salutation B, which means we start with the chair. Inhale, arms up, hands face each other. Exhale, sit back into a chair as you bend the knees. Look down at your toes, see if you can see them, or sit back a little farther. And once you sit back, when your bottom's sticking out, tuck it in just a little bit. So watch here. My bottom sticks out, and when I tuck, all of a sudden my spine gets straight in my low back. Keep breathing. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Let everything go. Hands on the shins. Look up halfway. Bend the knees. Hands go down. Step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Drop your knees or keep them up. It's your choice. Everybody's in plank. Inhale. Exhale the chest all the way down. Flip your feet over. Inhale, look up, cobra. Curl the toes. Exhale, push back to down dog. Again, keep your knees bent. Please don't ever think you have to straighten the legs or put the heels on the mat. That's not your down dog. I just need you looking at your feet. All right. Remember that little lunge? We're going to kind of add to that because we're coming into warrior one. So gently lift the right leg, bend the right knee. Start to bring the knee toward your nose and either grab the calf or just put the foot up. Take your left foot, plant it. So scooch it up a tiny bit, maybe 6 or 12 inches. The right knee is bent, both feet are flat. Let's rise up. Arms overhead, palms face each other, warrior one. So the key to your warrior one is we want our knee stacked over our ankle, not going above our foot. We want both feet flat. So if your left heel's coming up, shorten your stance. Look straight ahead. Breathe. You've got this. Bring your hands, clasp them behind your back. Inhale, look up at the sky. Exhale, gently fold forward from warrior one to humble warrior. Bow the head down. Your chest is inside your thigh. Your hands can stay on your bottom or you can raise them to the ceiling. But you're looking at your left foot. Breathe. Slowly with the inhale, rise up. Release those hands, put them back overhead. And I'm going to let you just step through. So bring the left foot back to the top of the mat. Hands come together. See, we skipped the plank and the down dog. So take the right foot, step it back. Same thing other side. So right heel is flat. Start to put a bend in that left knee. Inhale, take the arms up. Palms face each other. Look straight ahead. Even here in Warrior One, you feel a little bit of tug in your low back because we're engaging those core muscles. Breathe. Hands come behind us, clasp them together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, begin to fold. Just melt your heart down, bowing down. Keep the hands on your bottom or raise them toward the ceiling. And now look at your right foot. Humble warrior. Tempering our ego. Dropping that worry. Creating a clear path. Clear thoughts, clear future. Breathe. Release the hands. Let's rise up slowly. Hands come back overhead. You've got this. Now take the hands slowly down to the mat. Frame that left foot. Step back till you're in down dog. Bending the knees or straightening them as much as you need. Breathe. So I want you to step your right foot forward. Turn all your toes toward the left long side of your mat. So we're coming all the way over, back to the long side. Fold here. So hips were closed in Warrior One, now they're open. So as your head hangs, again, grab the shins, grab opposite elbows, touch the floor, whatever you can reach. Just let your head hang, look through your legs. From this forward fold, take the left hand over, try to grab your right shin or your right ankle, your right foot, whatever you can grab. And then take the right arm up to the ceiling and look up. So if you can't grab that, put the hand close by the foot on the ground. You should feel this little twist in the midsection of your body. Lower the right hand, release the left. Right hand goes over and grabs either the left shin, the left ankle, left foot, or set it on the mat. Left arm goes up this way. Look up. Breathe. Lower the hands. We're back in that fold. Look through your legs. And then start to look toward your left foot. Twisting toward the back end of your mat, you're now in a lunge. So we're right here toward the back of the mat in a lunge. Left foot's in the front. Take your right foot, plant it on the mat. Rise up, Warrior One. This should feel familiar. We were just here. So both feet flat, left knee bent, looking straight ahead. And breathe. Slowly bring the hands down. Put them around the left foot. Step back. You're in down dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This down dog should hopefully feel better than all the rest. Some of the strain gone. Now look at those hands. Walk your feet forward. Hands on the shins. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We got to end with the chair. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms up. Sink back into your chair and hold here. Hands to heart center. Straightening your legs. Let it all go. Beautiful. We got one final rotation. Turn and face the opposite long end that you haven't been to yet. Legs are wide. Arms are out into a T. Same little stretch we did on the other side. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Hands come down. Left hand goes toward the right leg. Grab the shin or grab the foot or put the hand on the mat. Right arm goes up. Look up at the sky. Heart is open. Ego is tempered. Mind is clear. We are connected. Mind, body, and spirit. Lower the right hand, release the left. Right hand grabs whatever it can. The shin, the foot, it touches the mat. Whatever you got. Take the left hand up. Look up at the left hand. Lower the left. Back in the fold. One more time, look through those legs. Now look at your left foot. Start to turn toward the top of the mat. Find that lunge. And now step the right foot forward. Hands on the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend, sweep, rise up. You have done it. Exhale, lower the hands. Beautiful. All right, let's have a seat on our mat. Everybody have a seat. Send the legs straight out. Sit up nice and tall. Oh, this is called staff pose or Dandasana. Just like when you're standing in mountain, this is still active. So sit up tall. You kind of find the bony parts of your bottom to sit on. Bring the arms alongside you. Inhale, look up, bring the arms with you. Exhale, we fold, the chest leads. Bow the head as you drop the hands, either on the knees, the shins, the ankles, the feet, whatever you've got. And then begin to lift your gaze towards your feet. Almost how you do in that little half lift. So you feel the lengthening from your neck down your spine, all the way to your tailbone. Breathe. It doesn't matter how far you're folding. In fact, close your eyes and you won't even pay attention to how far you're folding. Breathe. One more breath here. Inhale, take the arms up. Hands come down through heart center. I'm going to turn and face you. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees are out. Your butterfly can be as wide or as narrow as your legs allow. Either grab the shins, the ankles, or the feet, whatever you can reach. And as you grab, notice how the knees go down a little more. I don't care where your knees land. They're going to go where your body's ready. Elbows stay tucked by the ribs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Keep those elbows tucked. And now this time I do want you just to bow your head so your spine can round, just a little bit like cat pose. Chin goes toward the chest and you fold as far as your body allows you. Once you get there, close your eyes. Don't worry about how far you're folding. Your body is going to tell you. And the best gift you can give yourself is during your yoga practice, you actually listen to your body. When it says hold, that's where you stay. And now just notice the breath. Inhale, slowly come up. Take your legs wide. Looks just like that place where we started from. I want you to bring your arms up. Drop your right hand toward the right leg. Lean over toward the right, left arm over the left ear. So just let that forearm just fall wherever it falls. You can keep looking where you are. If you want a little more of a stretch, look up toward the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, left arm goes down. We lean toward the left. Just breathe into it. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop both hands toward the thighs, the knees, the shins, whatever you've got. Lean forward. And once you're here, just look straight out ahead of you. Look at the ground. Don't bow your head forward this time. We're not trying to put our chest on the ground. We're trying to lengthen through our spine. So just look straight ahead at the ground, not down. Breathe. Shoulders are away from your ears. Inhale, slowly come up with the arms. And the last time, let's bring them down. Beautiful. Bring your feet together, knees are up. Hold on to your shins, sit up tall. And then as you let the air go, roll your spine back onto the mat. Release those shins, roll everything down. Keep the knees up. Let's have a little stretch here before we get ready for Shavasana. So lift your right foot, put your right ankle on your left thigh. So first, right here, before we do anything more from here, let the right knee just fall open. Like you're giving it permission to just fall open. Left foot's firmly planted. For some of you, this might be the stretch you need. You stay right here. If you want a little bit more, send the right hand through the legs. Clasp both hands behind the left thigh. So the left foot just came up. And then hug the thigh to your chest. So the foot can be up or down. It's your choice. This is your figure 4 stretch. Shoulders and head is still down on the mat. Breathe. One more breath right here. Release those hands, put the left foot down. Everybody uncross the right. Right foot is flat. Let's do the other side. Lift the left, put the left ankle on the right thigh. Stay right here, let the left knee just fall open. Feel that inner thigh, that hip begin to open. If you want a little more, send the left hand through the legs. Bring the hands together behind the right thigh. Pull the thigh to the chest. Keep the head and shoulders down. Tug that thigh in if you're holding onto the leg. Breathe. Think about the mandala. Completion, closure, beginnings, connectedness. Release the hands. Put the right leg down, uncross the left. Arms are alongside you. And I want you to send your right leg down the mat. Send your left leg down. Bring your right hand to your belly. Bring your left hand to your heart. And even though that paper is laying there somewhere beside you, I want you to remember your 3 words from 2020. What were the 3 things you took away from last year? Bring them to mind. And then what are your 3 words for 2021? Feel the connectedness. As one year rolls into the next, we don't shut any of it out. We don't discount any of our experiences, even the ones that are trying, sometimes that are tragic. But I want you to feel the breath and the heartbeat as your hands are on your chest and on your belly. Feel the connectedness. Feel the wholeness. Feel the harmony. And then allow your hands to come alongside you. And let your body go. So as you lie there in your final Shavasana, I want to frame this time for you. And even though I've asked you to hold on to some things from 2020, I also realize there are things that we need to let go of, and that's what Shavasana gives you. It's that sloughing off. It's that shedding. Sometimes it's even letting things die away. So if one of the things that you struggled with in 2020 was judgment of yourself, frustration about any part of you, I need you to let that go right now. Be humbled by the wholeness, the incredible who you are. Let the frustration, the dislike, whatever it is, go. If 2020 caused you to feel unstable or uncertain, I want you to think about how you felt as you stood tall in those balances, knowing you are balanced. So let the instability, let the uncertainty go. Believe in the balance of you, of your spirit, the being of you. And then let this last moment in quiet be filled with anticipation. Anticipation of living in the moment. The preciousness of every breath that we take. The divine gift of life that we've been given. Just breathe, be still. And then very gently, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You start to roll your shoulders just a bit. And then begin to roll toward your right side. And we're going to linger there for just a few breaths. We leave Shavasana. We roll to the right so that our heart is open. Even here in fetal position, the left side is lifted a bit. Your heart is opened up, but you are still connected to the earth. And then gently, use your left hand, push yourself back up to seated. Coming back upright. A little tired, but hopefully feeling good. Bring your hands alongside you. Let's take a united breath here in this new year together. Inhale, take the arms up. Hands come together. Exhale, draw them down. Bring them to rest at heart center. Close your eyes gently. We've come here to our mats this morning to temper our egos, to release the worry from our spirits, and to find the clarity of the path that is before us. We don't forget the year that is behind us, but rather we allow it to stay connected to the year that is ahead, creating the wholeness of who we each are. I wish you a beautiful New Year's Day and even more beautiful days to follow. Namaste.